All right, recording is now in progress. So, thank you so much for joining me in this little adventure again. And what I'm going to do is start the ceremony, all right, as I do when I do a reading. So, you've seen this before, but I always do it. So, by lighting this candle, I'm entering ceremony. By lighting this candle, I'm honoring the past wisdom guide of Alexia, or can I call you Luxie? What can I call you?
You know what? My name is not actually Alexia.
No.
That is my Facebook name, my
Yes.
false Facebook name.
Yeah.
My name is Alicia.
Yeah. Okay. And shall I call you
But if you want to
Alicia?
call me Lexi,
I
I
like
love
Lexi.
lexicon, so that's great.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go
I
with
am.
Lexi.
I'm going to call you Lexi then. And by lighting this candle, I'm honoring the divine feminine of Lexi and all creation. By lighting this candle, I'm honoring the divine masculine of Lexi and all creation. By lighting this candle, I'm honoring the future vision guide of Lexi and all creation. Okay, and by burning this lump of copal, I'm just going to open my window here. I am honoring all of the Mayan glyphs and tones of the divine Mayan Zolkin calendar. I'm honoring all the Mayan deities. And by waving this hawk's feather, I'm honoring the air and the earth, sending you some copal smoke to cleanse you and what we're doing here today. Touching this sacred water, I'm honoring the element of water, sending you some water to cleanse you. And by touching these flames, I'm honoring the element of fire and cleansing you with the fire of new beginnings. So the ceremony is open, and I'm going to drink my cacao while you tell me what you would like to tell me before we begin this tarot reading.
Okay. Well, it is what I know to be my Jaguar birthday today, which I'm the sign of the Jaguar on the calendar, and I'm turning 42. So this is the year that that's meant to be my birthday in the sign of the Jaguar. So it's the first time that my sign aligned. So I was really curious to hear more about what that means, because you were telling me before about how there's a significance to this cycle that I'm entering in. And that also aligns with what my Western astrologer has told me as well, the same thing about this next like 10 years of my life.
Right.
So it's interesting to see the correlation between two entirely different systems, because I don't find like they're so different. And so I love I'm so fascinated by how in spirituality across religions, across cultures and all these things, to be able to like know the difference of them, but also beneath it all, there's like this connected thread, which really continuously like builds my faith and spirit and the way that everything is all connected. Um,
Absolutely.
rather than like having a whole bunch of conflicting information.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
it is fascinating to me as well, the similarities and the synthesis, and that's part of what I do is synthesizing. And that's why I'm really excited today. We're going to do the tarot with the spread that I designed to connect with your Mayan birthday, with anyone's Mayan birthday. So I will mention the significance of 42. Um, in the Mayan system, we we all have four guides. You have your birthday. I can just put up, I can share my screen and put yours up here for a moment. I used the Da Vinci Codex version here. So this is your Mayan birthday, empowering Jaguar Shaman, and that empowering is your throat chakra. And there's other qualities involved, but as far as the type of Jaguar Shaman you are called empowering. There's 13 types, right?
Yeah.
And fifth type is the throat chakra. So these four guides, in general, the past wisdom guide, they're all part of you. It's not separate people or separate days, even though those are other days on the calendar. But in general, the first 13 years of your life is maybe governed by, or at least these energies come in to form your foundation. And then from age 13 across to 39, there's 13 years of both of these. So it takes us generally up to age 39 to balance our divine feminine and divine masculine. A lot of people never do it, of course. Our society is so far into the toxic of both sides that very few people balance their masculine and feminine. And so up to age 39 in general, those are being worked out. But on your 42nd birthday, it's your Mayan birthday again. So this comes around. And for half the people in the world, it's one day before. And for half the people, it's on their 42nd birthday. That's because of the leap year effect. But definitely from age 42 up to age 52, your 52nd birthday will be this birthday. Actually, 13 days before you turn 52 is transcending breath. So from age 42 to 52 is this time when you become your full self. And by age 52, and actually 13 days before you turn 52, it's the full completion of your selfhood, as it were. Okay. So I'll just tap in briefly to the spread we're going to use today. And where are you? Come here. Okay, got to put that one down. And then we're going to use, I'm going to draw the cards in this order. First, for your core self. Second is your past wisdom. Third is your divine feminine. Fourth, divine masculine. And fifth will be the future vision. So then we'll compare them, both of these, and see what happens. It's very exciting.
Yeah, cool.
So we're clear on the process?
Yeah.
Good. All right. I'll stop sharing my screen now. And let's see. Anything else you want to share while I guzzle the last of my heart-opening cacao?
um Not particularly, just that I from my other astrologer also he said the same thing, a 10-year cycle, but in
Right.
Western astrology he linked it to this. For me, it was in the house of
Right.
like career and stepping out to be seen and that kind of stuff.
Right,
So
right.
it's interesting because I've been very like career focused. Like I don't have a desire for children
Right.
and family and that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I would say that I do have, I guess if any curiosity were to come up in the spread, would be around relationships,
Right.
because I do think that would be my biggest block is like
Right.
partnership or
Right. Right. Right.
that type of a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Instinctively, that might come out in the divine feminine and then also possibly divine masculine, but then even the future vision card might reveal more about that. Now, you're quite familiar with the tarot, yes?
I am, yeah.
Good. Okay, so I won't need to do too much soul splaining, as I call it,
Nope.
for each card. That's good. All right, let me finish this off. Mm. Okay, so I do use the standard Smith weight deck. And I just like to show you that I arranged them in the order of the Mayan glyphs. So earth, air, water, fire. So there's all of your earth cards, and then the swords, the air cards. And then where are the cups? Here we are, Mrs. Cup, Mrs. Queen. Okay, then the cups. And then the wands. Where are you? Starting in order. There we are. And then the major arcana after that. So that's my starting position. And I'll just angle you over here so you can see where I'm placing the cards. Now, this is just my little quirk. I keep them in silk, and when I throw the cards, I put the silk right here. It's just one of my things. All right, so I'm focusing on Alicia, Lexi, and I'm going to cut the cards. Oh, one last question. Do you want reversals?
Oh,
I know it's weird, it's fun, it's interesting, but yeah, some people never use them, or if they show up, they go, "Oops, that one was reversed." But some people like
mhm. Um,
it. Adds a
yeah,
layer of complexity. And I will tell you, one time I did a reading for a couple, and they said, for two people, they said yes, they wanted reversals. And so in the deck, do you have a an idea of one card that represents weddings?
the
One
lovers or
card.
the two of cups, I think it is.
The four of wands is like a wedding thing. So
Oh, okay.
I'll show you that one right here. Right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the two of cups is two people going, yay, and there's this love, and it's definitely
Yeah,
relationship oriented, but this one's like a wedding, right? So
yeah.
anyway, um, I was doing not the Mayan spread, but I was doing the spread where it says do this and don't do this. And the
Right.
reversal of that came up in don't do this. So it was saying do get married, and they ended up getting married like a couple
Wow.
years. So
Yeah.
reversals,
I mean,
reversals.
the thing is that
Yeah,
like when I do my own spreads,
yeah,
I don't deny reversals. Like I do have them come up,
yeah,
but the way that my personal way of interpreting like
yeah.
is different than every reader. I've never had
True.
a reading
Oh,
from you, but like
yes.
I sometimes I find certain readers will take reversals in this weird way that I don't resonate with, but I
Right.
feel like I would resonate with your
Okay.
interpretation. So let's just go with that, see
Okay.
what comes out. Keep the reversals in.
Okay, cool. So what I do is I cut and shuffle, and then I cut four reversals and pull out a section, and I don't know how big it's going to be, and then I put that back in and shuffle again, and then start drawing the cards. Okay.
Okay.
So first I'll do the general shuffle, which, yeah, I'd like you to see everything that's going on here. Just do general shuffle. Oh, you get back in there, you silly. Do three generals and then like a standard dealer. I don't even know if there's a name for that. When you take them like this and you go like this. Is there a name for that?
Oh, I never do that.
You don't? Okay, I do it
No, I
every
never
time.
do that to any of my decks.
Interesting.
Big no, no.
Is that really? Okay. What
Well, for
is
me
that?
it is. I
Yeah, yeah,
never shuffle my, I would shuffle a card deck like that, but
yeah.
not a tarot deck.
Okay. I always do.
Do
I
you?
really
I
love.
I see lots of readers and stuff do. I think it's just me.
Yeah,
Because the way that I cards come to me when I shuffle
yeah.
is that I loosely shuffle and then they fly out, the right ones fly out.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I perhaps it's my left logic brain that wants the maximum amount of shuffling possible. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is, but I do it
Those cards are
continually.
gonna have worn corners before you know it.
I've had these for quite some time. I'm quite gentle actually.
Okay.
You know, it looks so okay, so before this last shuffle, I will draw four reversals. Okay, reversals for Lexi. And here I'm feeling with the left hand what card wants to start the reversals. I always do this with my left hand. All right, so about that many. Reverse them. A little more shuffle, gentle shuffle. And then dealer shuffle. Yeah, dealer shuffle. That's what I call it. Dealer.
Okay, dealer.
Dealer shuffle.
Woo!
Wow. Fully
Those cards,
randomized. All right.
cards are flexed.
Yep. So now I am drawing your core self card. I always draw, by the way, with the left hand, and I pull from the bottom. Then I do another little shuffle, not the dealer shuffle, just a little shuffle.
Mhm.
And now I'm drawing your past wisdom guide card. Now I'm drawing your divine feminine card, messages for your divine femininity. Now your divine masculine card will come to us. Now the future vision card. That is the order in which I will turn them over as well. Lexi's future vision card. All right, there we are. Now, can you see these guys?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'll just pull you in a little closer. All right, so this is your core self card. Oh,
The
reverse
wheel.
Wheel of Fortune.
Dang.
It was
Hot
reversed,
diggity.
girl. That
Oh,
right off the
snap.
bat. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Cool. I like
Reversed Wheel of Fortune. What the?
what the right?
Who agreed to this reversal bull's wax?
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and
Okay.
go over to that website I mentioned. And one of the reasons I love this website is because she does such a great job with reversals. Okay, so here it is, Building Beautiful Souls. And like I said, there's other things here, but going into the tarot, into the major arcana. And can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, good. Ah, number
So what
10.
was the placement for this? What was the name of
Okay,
that spot again? It's
this is
the
your core self.
core self.
Yep,
Okay. So
core self
lessons for the
lessons.
core self. Okay.
Wow. Interesting. Spin the
Holy.
wheel. So,
Yeah, Wheel of
oh,
frickin' Fortune.
look
Wow.
at that. Major karmic events, it says.
Yeah. No, no duh.
That's why we're doing this. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll just quickly read this. I am going to send you a write-up as well afterwards. Wheel of Fortune reversed. When the Wheel of Fortune tarot is reversed, it's a good idea to postpone a major change that involves risk-taking. So I don't know if you were planning anything risky in the near future. Forces beyond your control may have temporarily but unexpectedly diverted important resources, or a sudden crisis may demand your immediate attention. Whatever the challenge is, it too shall pass. Here it is crucial not to turn a molehill into a mountain. Okay. Oh, interesting. What you are experiencing is part of a biological or cosmic cycle, like a crossover day on your biorhythm chart, which can upset your emotions, or an astrological event such as Mercury retrograde, which can garble important communications. All right, so we'll I'll give you this link to this website, and I'll give you a write-up later. And again, they only all make sense once they're all out together. All
Yeah,
right.
of course.
Yeah. So I'll stop sharing. Now,
Yeah.
in order of the Mayan system, I'm going now to the past wisdom guide position, the Page of Wands. Do you have any feeling or connection to this?
Um, well, I know the page is kind of
Yes.
like the fool, so the beginning,
A little bit.
and
Yeah.
the wands is connected to passion
Yeah.
and
Fire.
creativity and that fire and all
Yeah. Yeah.
that. And so
What I
the
like also about the pages is that they're not really male or female. They've got this androgynous quality to them, so it's not pointing in either direction. And they're youthful. Of those four, there's the page, the knight, and the queen and the king. The page is like the innocent youth, excited. They're out of their childhood years. They're maybe just out of their teens, and it's this feeling of passion again, like you said.
yeah.
Um, I like this one has the pyramids in the background, and you've
Oh
got
yeah.
Egyptian
Nice. That's true.
thing behind you. Shall I go look
Yeah.
at the BBF
Sure.
website? Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
see what she has to say about that. Sharing screen again. Loving our technology to be able to do this.
Totally.
So then I go back to here, go down to wands. The Page of Wands. Courage, enthusiasm. And then this third one she lists here is if it's reversed, it represents instability. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first part on this website, they talk about all the other influences on the card, like the art of the card, and then she does the upright. So childlike enthusiasm and optimism, new beginnings. It's interesting it came through in that position for you, which was the past wisdom position. Um, you're about to make a fresh start in life, newfound sense of optimism and vitality. You may have put the hurts of past relationships behind you. The Page of Wand appears about love. Okay. Oh, if the Page of Wand card appears in a reading about love, a new flame may well be about to step into your life. Okay, and this is in your past wisdom position. So again, I will send you a write-up, but I think we can leave that for now and go into our next card in the Mayan order is the Divine Feminine. And we have, oh, look at that, my friend.
Holy shit.
I think you are
That's
already embodying this. I feel
hot
like that.
diggity.
I feel like this
I
is,
think I can roar against a lion from time to time,
yeah,
crank a lion's mouth open.
yeah, you're taming the wild beast, my friend, with your divine
Uh-huh.
femininity. I'm
Indeed.
not even going to go over to the website. Like, what else? What
Yeah.
else do you have personal wisdom about this card?
Um, yeah, for me, that card definitely links to like a woman who has like connection to a male energy in a way
Sure.
of like being able to tame that beast,
Absolutely.
whether it be like in other males around
Right.
or the male part of myself
Yes.
that has been so dominant this whole time.
Right.
So
Right.
for
Right.
the
Right.
for that feminine to come up and be like, and I
Yeah.
could be strong too. Being
Yeah.
a woman doesn't mean
Yeah.
you have to be weak in all these things,
Right. Right.
but
Right.
sort of that kind of
Yep.
method. So that's
Yeah.
pretty
This is
exciting for me that that's the card that came up.
it's an amazing card in that position, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Now the divine masculine to balance that out is oh my.
Oh, dang.
Oh boy.
10 of
It's
swords reversed.
reversed. Whoa.
Damn. So
What
that's kind of a
the
good thing.
yay, yay. If it came up like
Thanks for
this, that would be
reversals.
uh-oh.
I know,
Yeah.
but since it's reversed,
Reversed
hey.
means to me that these are being pulled out, first of all. It's
Yeah.
over, it's done. Your divine masculine, which in general just represents your public face, you're going out, you're doing your yang energies, right? May
Yeah.
have been attacked in the past. So what I'm getting now is that is over. Shall we go into the website?
Yeah, sure.
Good. All right. BBS, Building Beautiful Souls, going into Swords.
Folds.
This is why I love reversals. They're fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind
Oh,
of, yeah.
look what she says here. Triumph over evil. Woohoo!
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I knew I would fight that beast. No,
And
but I mean,
win.
jokes aside, I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
talking to my friend the other night
Uh-huh.
about how hanging up these Mariposa paintings,
Right, right.
it's been this long journey of
Ah,
like, fighting that
yeah.
beast from
Wow.
uh how I was raised and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
cool.
Got it. Okay, I'll just quickly go through. When reversed, the Ten of Swords is like the last hurrah before the inevitable happens. The current of the upright card can't be stopped. There are some painful endings on the way, but that's okay, because when something is truly over, the only thing to be done is to learn from the past and move on. In this, the Ten of Swords brings clarity and better understanding of your true destiny. Are you afraid of change or do you embrace it? Let's see what else we've got here. Unless you use this chance to make some permanent positive changes, your problems will catch up with you eventually. I think we're over that. I think you already grokked the meaning of this. Uh,
Yeah.
no matter how badly others may have hurt you, there's a deep part inside that they haven't been able to touch. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there. I think that's where you were starting with this. Um,
Yeah.
you have overcome, and that's what I liked about the first thing it said. triumph over evil.
I love that title, Triumph Over
Yeah,
Evil.
right on.
So good.
Okay, now here comes your future vision card.
I'm
Oh,
scared.
wow. No, don't be.
Oh,
Look at this.
temperance.
What do you
Damn.
what do you feel about temperance?
Well, the crazy thing is that temperance actually links to my astrology of being
How
a
so?
double Aquarius. Yeah,
Okay,
with the
okay.
pouring of the water.
Yep, yep, yep.
So
And the
it's the
feet
girl pouring the water. Yeah,
feet are in the
exactly.
water. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the feet in the water and stuff. And
Yep,
so I just, to me, justice has been a big one. And I know
yep.
that card didn't come up in my spread, but my life
No.
is it to now, my empowerment has been about like finding justice over everything
Right, right,
that's
right.
happened. So to have temperance as my future kind of symbolizes like
Yeah,
things actually balancing out and, you
absolutely.
know,
I think it's also important to note the position that this card comes in the deck, right?
yeah, you mean what? I can't remember what number it is now. I
Um,
forget the Roman number thing.
yeah, this is 14, so it comes right after
14.
death, right? It comes
Right.
after the
That's
death card.
right.
So that's
Yeah.
linking to me what we just pulled here, right?
Yeah.
To me,
Totally.
this is absolute connection between this is over, you've handled that, and this comes next, and it's all about I think the water to me represents emotions and then balance, absolutely. Um, a lot of people say this is one of the archangels, of course, and possibly Michael. Do you have a connection with any of the archangels?
Yeah, I did have a very strong connection with Archangel Michael
Okay.
at one point. It's
Right.
just my journey has kind of
Yeah.
gone in some
Yeah.
different ways, and but that was one of the angels that I was closely connected to when
Sure,
I was
sure.
creating these cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Your own deck.
Yeah.
Let me just go into BBS for a moment and see what comes up. Back into the Major Arcana. 14th card. Justice, Death, Temperance. Okay, channeling divine energy. Super. Perfect harmony. I like it. Okay. I'll just go into the meanings. Answers and insights are coming to you in quick succession. Energy flows through you freely, gaining momentum, building up, and finding its release at just the right moment. Your divine guardian and your higher self are in perfect communication with one another. Ah, Gabriel, right. Not Michael so much as Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is the heavenly physician, and therefore, this card is a message of healing on all levels of your existence.
Mm.
Okay, so I will stop sharing for the moment, and I'll take a picture of this spread and send it to my computer. And then we'll put the two of them up together and see what happens.
I love how that happened at 4:44. Let's see what happens. 4:44.
Click. Yeah. What does that angel number mean to you?
For me, it's actually my, aside from 111, it's
Yeah,
my other favorite one, 444,
cool.
because it symbolizes the promise to me. I have these of my own languages. It's like the
Yeah, yeah.
promised land, and Jehovah's Witness religion is to do with
Right,
like everlasting life and all that.
right.
So I
And
think of it real time,
that was your
like,
upbringing. You were brought up in
yeah,
the Jehovah's Witness.
raised in, yeah.
Yeah.
And they believe in these things in the Bible, like very literally.
Right.
But I love to use those same things. It's almost like my way of taking my power back from it, but also a connection to it that I have.
Yeah.
And so 444 to me, I call it the promise.
Cool.
And it always links to like that, the fact that we live in a paradise world.
Yeah.
So it's always like giving me these acknowledgments of like this promised life of everlasting
Awesome.
love here in this land.
Cool. All right. Well, let's add that layer to what we look at here then. Okay, so this is the spread I designed and matching this, and then this is what just came out. So I'll put you up here. Um, so again, the Wheel of Fortune reversed in your core self position is potentially puzzling if you don't look at the other things. And we'll come back to that. But I think, this website was maybe helpful in suggesting don't do like a big risky move in the next, season or something. I don't think this is necessarily referring to the next 10 years at all, but it's like anchoring in that this time of change for you. And you also mentioned that you didn't go away somewhere for your birthday this year and you stayed home. So I think maybe to me that sounds like you're kind of already in this, vibe, as it were, of not going out to do some wild adventure, but just keeping it chill at home.
Which I've been doing for like the last few months. I've been
Yeah.
stepping back from community a lot and all that. So
Okay.
it does
Okay.
sound familiar.
Yeah. So basically, uh, you know, in general, keep it mellow, like don't be too risky. Um, I like the idea of staying at home. And are you in a new home now, or you're
Yeah,
renting a new space for your business?
yeah, my home and business are now combined into
Right. Okay.
one building. Yeah.
Wasn't sure what happened there. Okay. Well, that sounds like a solid um, risk reducing approach to me. Makes sense to me. A lot of us have our, like I have a healing room here. I do my Reiki and my crystal bowls, in my own home. And I have this room here and I do this in my own home. It feels very comfortable to me. So let's look at the Page of Wands. We're going to compare him to your Mayan birthday, or your Mayan past wisdom guide of manifesting reincarnation. The Page of Wands, again, is this useful enthusiasm. It's the element of fire. So to me, combining that with the Mayan use of fire, fire ceremonies are for burning down the past and also for making prayers to the future. So the smoke carries the prayers up to the deities, as it were. So physically, you're burning down what no longer serves, and spiritually, you are making prayers for the future. So I think there's definitely a connection with your past, and then having this youthful, energy there. If we just jump to your masculine energy, also, I see those two as going together a little bit. The reversal of the Ten of Swords. I know personally, and we are making a video here, so I don't need to go too deeply into your own actual past, but we all have trauma from our past. And if you can maintain this energy of youthful enthusiasm after the past you've been through, that is a major triumph for any
Mm-hmm.
human being, honestly, obviously, but
Mm-hmm.
especially for you. And I think that's what I'm seeing here. You know,
Mm.
those two
Yeah.
the two being on that side, the divine masculine and the past, are connected because it's both the right hand and therefore the left brain, which is both on the masculine side. The past tends to be, you know, details, memories, facts, and we connect a lot of that to our left brain, the categorizing of events and things. And then the masculine is very, you know, left-brained. So there's some connection there between those two cards. And for your Mayan, you had the understanding star seed there, which, you know, the understanding element is complex stability. It's the cube, and by that I mean a non-solid cube. I picture it as 12 beams of like quartz crystal that are seamlessly together. It's open in the center, and so all positions are connected to all other positions. That's the energy I feel for tone 12. And then the star seed is also very symmetrical, very harmonious glyph, you know. So add that understanding and complex stability to, you know, this understanding of what happened here in your past, and take it on as, you know, it didn't destroy you. You are a youthfully enthusiastic person, is what I feel is real. Your feminine card here that came up today, just amazing. We didn't read too much on the website about it, but I'm just noticing here the infinity symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's bringing in some kind of you know, past life connection, absolutely, and then future lives.
Mm-hmm.
You getting anything else from the strength card?
Well, yeah, just seeing that as a tiara kind of
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
over her. So yeah,
yeah,
it just made me think of like almost like this, because lately people are all referring themselves to as queens and
sure,
priestesses and all
yeah,
this stuff, right?
as they
And it's
should.
like the idea of sort of like ascending
Yep,
into a space of um like higher connection because of balancing the balance between the masculine and feminine.
sure, definitely. And this matches your Mayan divine feminine quite well. This is the 20th glyph, a how, which is, you know, the spiritual warrior in a way. It's the hunter, it's the leader. It represents a mask, you know, it's actually a mask, even though this is not Mayan, but to me this represents a how, the African human aspect of, you know, tribalness. It's very tribal. So
Yeah.
your divine feminine is already rather kick-ass, I just have to say. So
I
to
mean, resolving solar chief. Hey.
yeah, right. And making resolutions. And so this, um, you know, this is a double stacked rollabola requiring constant attention and balance. You are going to find your strength from balance. You cannot be pulled over into either side or either direction, you know. You need to maintain your balance to be as strong as you can be. What else?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's all for this position for now. Going into the future, temperance. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, wow. Transcending your tone 13 here is very much about overcoming and finishing and completing and moving on. And it is a connection to all of the chakras coming together in completion, like no separation. Um, what I wanted to say again about your core self being the throat chakra, this is perhaps a I won't say dominant, but I would say more active. Your throat chakra is more active in general than the others. But in these next 10 years, we'll say, by your 52nd birthday, by the time you become a fully integrated human in the mind of the Maya, when we turn 52, we're called whole beings or full spirits or fully integrated. Um, Breath means communication, it means spirit. And so transcending breath is like communicating about ascension, for example. And this seems to me like temperance is the key to that, right? Um, so yeah, maybe it's time for you to explore Archangel Gabriel a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Came through from the website. Um,
Mm.
Again, you've got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on a rock, it seems like. So there's a groundedness, but also a balance with the emotions. And then off in the distance is the sunrise over the mountains. It's so beautiful. This is a really wonderful card in the future vision guide position.
Yeah.
Um, and then again to connect the two feminine sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do feel again these are both on the left hand side, so your right mind, your creation, your intuition are connecting. It's definitely all about you being a very strong woman in your womanhood, taming, the masculine in yourself and other boys in your life, perhaps. I don't know. This reading didn't really talk about relationship or boys. I don't see
Mm-hmm.
connection to men here in particular, but I think what this is saying is, you know, your strength as the divine feminine requires the balance. It's always going to require that. So don't go seeking and don't go avoiding. Just be right in the center and talk about ascension, you know. Um, your core self qualities are about shamanism, and I feel your art very much is a representation of expressing your throat chakra. Throat chakra isn't just about speaking. It's all forms of communication, written, art, you know, music, drumming, everything. And so maybe this tendency to speaking about ascension, which could involve the chakras, or, some type of harmony with your own past, perhaps. I'm not sure if there were other positive aspects of being raised in a Jehovah's family, Jehovah Witness family,
Mm-hmm.
that anchor in for you.
Yeah, I mean, big time for
Okay,
sure.
good.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about it or their take on, the Bible or whatever. What do they
Mm-hmm.
say about Yeshua, for example? I call him Yeshua.
Well, I mean, the it's of course it's everything is all about Jehovah, right? They're
Okay,
Jehovah's Witnesses, right? So it's like, the one and only God and all that, and
for
the
sure.
Son of Jesus, and that's the core of it. But
Right.
the thing is that it's a religion that from the day you're born, they really like instill like very euphoric kind of beliefs into you.
Wow.
So for me, like my capacity to believe in very vast ideas is really strong versus the average person who would just like doubt so many things. Because from a very young age, I was raised to believe in very huge metaphors, concepts, ideas, and all that. I do feel that that's like shaped my creativity
Yeah.
because I was, had the capacity to believe in
Right.
things that some people like they could never even begin to like fathom that somebody believes that. Like my brother, for example,
Right.
believes that Armageddon is coming soon and God's gonna banish everyone from earth, and all the dead, like my mom and dad, he
Yeah.
believes are going to rise up,
Right.
you know from the dead, and they're going to clean up the earth and they're going to live in paradise, everlasting life, right? And this is a 100% belief till
Okay.
they die, right? So whereas the average person's like, what the heck kind of a
Now,
story is that?
is that Jehovah's teaching? Jehovah Witness teaching? Is
Yeah,
he
that's
believing? Okay. I
yeah.
don't know.
It,
Okay.
it is, yeah. And the addition to that is like 144,000 chosen ones
Right.
go to heaven
Yeah.
and rule in God's kingdom
Okay.
over all of those ones on earth, right?
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
So even though Jehovah's Witnesses
Yeah.
say numerology is bad, tarot, numbers, all this stuff,
Arrow. Yeah.
everything they believe is based on like 666 is the bad
Yes.
devil, and it's all numerology, and it's like, but you
Right.
guys believe in numerology, but you're saying numerology is bad. So there's a lot of contradictions that I picked up on as
Right.
a little girl from a very
Oh.
young age,
Oh.
because my innate wisdom was
Yeah.
um, really like I really picked up
Figured.
on the hypocrisy or just like the things that didn't make sense. I'm like, but wait a second. And my parents would always say, like, where do you come up with these
Right.
ideas and stuff? And I'm like, from myself, like with my
Just
mind.
logical.
And they say, like, you're not supposed to have a mind of your own. You're
Oh.
right. Like, and my mom would always lecture. She'd be like, you have a mind of your own. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, don't we all? We're freaking born with our own mind, aren't we? Right? Like, I don't get what you guys are talking about. Like, of
Oh.
course I have a mind of my freaking own.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
else's mind do I have? But it's, you're supposed to have this one mind of God, and you
Yeah.
go to the kingdom hall and
Right.
you're told this is how you interpret the Bible and believe it. Whereas my mind would hear the stories, and through my own intuition and heart, I would have like my own idea, just like anybody would have a different idea when they see the temperance card,
Sure.
which if you look at Aramaic teaching, that's how the Bible and the Dead Sea Scrolls were originally read. Aramaic is like a holographic
Right. Language.
writing, so every
Yes.
scripture would have a different meaning
Many
every time
layers
you
of
read
meaning.
it, you
Yeah.
know.
Right. Right.
So, but Jehovah's Witnesses are saying, no, we've
Right.
translated it to this,
Yeah.
and this is the meaning, and we don't want you to,
Don't think
question that there
anything
could be
else.
any other
Yes.
way, right? But in Aramaic, even like the words like God and Jehovah and stuff, they have multiple meanings.
Right. Right.
And in fact, it's was never meant to be male or female,
Right. Yeah, that's a big one.
right?
That's,
So,
well, that's one of the things I really like about the Mayan approach is that everyone has both equally, right? All humans have divine feminine and divine masculine powers within them equally. So
yeah.
that right there blows away most of the Abrahamic religions. But I want to go back into this Wheel of Fortune a little bit more. What else can we pull out of there? Do you have anything else of your own intuition? Can I go look back in at the BBS site?
Yeah, well, yeah, take a look. Like, I mean, when for that to have come up
Yeah.
as like the core of the reading, like Wheel of Fortune in reversed, and then it said on the site that it had to do with karma and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
And so I feel like my sense right away was
Right.
that it's like, because it's talked about this biological karmic cycle and all that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because the other thing that came up in here was that strong need for balance.
Oh yeah.
And so I feel so strongly that my karma, which my mom and dad,
Yeah.
like they're both in spirit right now,
Yes.
because during this exact cycle, this time age for them,
Oh.
they declined
Oh.
and both died
Yeah.
shortly after the age of 52
Oh.
because I watched them, especially my mom, I watched her recognize that she wasn't like living the life that she would like to live. And I know she saw me being free and choosing
Right.
not to follow that religion and making my
Right.
own spiritual choices. And it made her feel like questioning, like, why did she just blindly follow this religion?
Right.
And other things too, like getting married and having children and all these things, which she didn't really want either.
Right.
And she was an artist, which she gave up. So
Right.
basically, I'm like this next evolution of her
Absolutely.
getting to like do these things. So for me, I feel like, yeah, having the Wheel of Fortune reversed for this cycle would be kind of saying, and look out and still continue to maintain this balance because
Sure.
I'm threatened by some of the same like psychosis issues that my mom had and
Right.
things like that. And
Yeah.
so I think that for me, it's just kind of saying, yeah, you have this fortune and these great things to come and to happen to you,
Yeah.
but check yourself before you wreck yourself because if you're not like in balance,
Yep.
then you're going to repeat the same cycle as your parents, right? Like
Right.
that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah, no, I think you've got it absolutely. Um, I'm just going to read a little more here. Deserve in quotes or personal karma plays into it only to the extent that you are willing to learn from your experience and are applying what you have learned from similar past events to the current situation. I see that as being true for you. Um, and then when the Wheel of Fortune Tarot appears, it's certainly a good time to explore new ways of doing things. And I think you have been doing that, as you mentioned. You know, you've transcended from your mother's life, for example. Now, I'm going to stop sharing here and go to a book that I really like, Paul Foster Case. I think this came out in like 1935 or something. Um, Let me see if that, helps your understanding. Where did it go? Oh, okay. 1947 was the first edition. I'm just going to read a little bit from The Wheel of Fortune. This is a very interesting book. I'm just going to go quickly through what I have highlighted from here. Um, Intelligence of conciliation, rewarding intelligence of those who seek is the Kabbalistic name for the mode of consciousness connected to this card. Seek and ye shall find. The Wheel of Fortune combines the ideas of rotation, cyclicity, sequence, whirling motion, simultaneous ascent and descent. That's cool. Simultaneous ascent and descent. Fortune, destiny, chance, fate, necessity, probability, and the like. I'm just going to flip to the back where he mentions the reversals. He didn't talk too much about the reversals in the main text. Let's see here. Yeah, turn it over for the better is what he finishes off with. So, because it is a wheel, it's like one of the cards that is probably least affected by being upside down, you know?
Mhm.
Like on the BBS website, she said major karmic events is connected with it being upside down, but where is a wheel upside down, really? So
Mhm.
I don't see it
Yeah.
as being like this kind of energy to it at all.
Yeah, for me, like when I hear that major karmic events,
Yeah,
like that to me, it would be scary to some, but
yeah,
to me, it's not because like I got this place on 11/11
oh,
right after I did this retreat where I
right.
grief retreat where I was
Wow.
dealing with my mom's energy and all this
Yeah,
and
yeah,
some big levels of forgiveness and things around that. So I feel like I'm always kind of threatened by my karma, and yet
for sure,
I
sure.
keep on having the strength to get past those things. So I get that that has been kind of like my dharma in this life, you know?
Indeed, indeed. And so what this is saying is that, this next phase of your life really is about karma, and perhaps temperance might be, the whole key. That's the future vision reflection of this whole card, this whole throw, to use the colloquial term. The whole point of it is the future vision of temperance, and which I feel, come on up for me now, honey. It's not letting me expand up here. There we go. Good. So yeah, temperance. Um, I don't have a book on the archangels here, but maybe looking into Archangel Gabriel, I think, which I've heard some people say is a woman. Now, I do feel like Michael is definitely masculine,
Hmm.
though other people say that the angels are both, but they display aspects of usually one or the other. This one
And it's
feels,
really funny because for the first time since my dad died, I actually have a relative coming to visit me. It's my
oh,
cousin. And she put her two sons in my class, and their
nice.
names are Mikali and Gabriel. And they're both named after those archangels. So
Oh
that's
my.
really funny. They're coming
Well,
for spring break. So
oh, that's super. That's in
super
March.
cute. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, some connection with her needs to be anchored in.
Hmm.
Ask her, why did you name them that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
for
that's going to
sure.
spark some great connection. And because she's a family member, there's definitely a karmic connection as well, right?
Big
Look at this
time.
guy up here. He's just having fun right there. I like
Oh,
him,
wow. That's one sexy beast.
isn't he? He's just like, yeah, I like him better on the reverse position. Spin
Yeah, oh,
around, and that's
totally.
unrealistic.
Wow. That doesn't look so bad.
No, no, I like it.
That's like the special surprise of the
Yeah,
reversal.
I never really noticed that before.
Tantalizing beast.
Enjoying the ride feels like.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, wow, that divine feminine is powerful, and the divine masculine. Basically, let this happy young fellow pull those swords out, smelt them down into like a wok or something, and just let bygones be bygones. And you're doing that already in your life.
Hmm.
Um, Anything else we need to connect?
And I think it's pretty clear. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
Um, like I said, I will do a little write-up, summarizing things from the site I didn't pull in, and maybe this book, and I also use this one and this one for some information. Those are my main sources.
Cool. Ooh, it goes on.
Yes. Well, karma, right? There's no escaping karma. Once you're in the body, we are subject to karma.
hmm
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, cool. No, that was really sweet. I appreciate it.
Mm, yeah. Wow. Good reading. Interesting. I'm glad we did the reversals. I tell you, those two, like for example, if the Ten of Swords came up upright as your divine masculine, that would have been so hard
I
to
know I would
receive,
have been like, no, I'm failing. I'm
you
failing
know?
all my manly self.
Yeah, and this is telling you the opposite. It's the struggle is over, as it were. You have
Yeah,
overcome being stabbed in the back. It's over. It's done.
yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Nobody gonna stab me anymore.
That's right. Nope, it's done. And so, yeah, those I see as connecting to this, of course. This is your Mayan birthday today.
Yay, super exciting. So
Yeah.
I'm officially a jaguar.
Yeah, that's way better than a cougar. My.
Yeah.
And you already did some art with the kids today, right?
I did, yes.
And what
Yeah.
else is coming up today?
Well, tonight we're going to be doing the singing circle here.
Oh, beautiful. Okay,
Yeah.
throat chakra, throat chakra.
Yeah. Throat chakra.
Good.
Yeah, it is interesting that the transcending breath and the throat chakra are my big main things because I've
Yes.
been having to go to a specialist because I've been developing like polyps on my vocal cords
Oh,
because I talk loud over all the kids. I do singing, I do
right.
talking at parties, all these things. So, but she says there's through vocal coaching and whatnot, there's ways to reduce it, but just
Yeah.
kind of interesting, that it comes up that I use my voice a lot more than the average person.
Right. Yeah. My brother, I haven't mentioned, but my brother is a singer and a stage actor, and he has to do vocal exercises every single day before he goes to work. He's on stage 6 days a week in Toronto.
Oh, wow.
The diaphragm is very important.
Yeah.
Make sure you're speaking from the gut and not up here in the head. Hey, hey, not up here, but hey, hey, down here, I think is important.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, maybe like just focusing on the projection of the meaning more than forcing the words out, it seems like. Help.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Lozenges. Do you have some little lozenges? Some
Yeah, I got
holes?
those and some of that Chinese cough syrup that I'm trying not to guzzle.
Right. Yeah, good, good.
It coats the throat.
Yeah, yeah, I have some nice herbal ones here, little lozenges that are all herbal.
Yeah.
And you keep
Nice. Yeah.
all right.
Cool. Well,
Well,
thank you so much. That was so special to have that on this day.
I'm gonna close out the ceremony then.
Okay.
So, by extinguishing these candles, I am closing the ceremony. Thank you to the past wisdom guide. Thank you to the divine feminine guide. Thank you to the divine masculine guide. Thank you to the future vision guide. All right. So the ceremony is over. Um, Basically, keep on being you, the throat chakra empowered shaman that you are. Keep the balance of your divine feminine, and it's strong, very strong, obviously. Your joyful enthusiasm from the past wisdom is like a whole approach to your divine masculinity. And then, yeah, the transcending breath and the temperance. So you can talk about temperance and Archangel Gabriel as how your transcending breath will be expressed. And again, this could apply to the whole next 10 years of your life, it absolutely could, or just as the entrance to the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But the Maya say that by the time you turn, so the 10 years from age 42 to 52 is a real completion cycle. And when we turn 52, actually, again, the 13 days before that, as your Mayan birthday, you are then a full human, fully integrated, a whole spirit, a complete being. So let's enjoy these next 10 years.
Woohoo! Yay! I'm gonna be whole and complete finally.
Yay. Well, you are now. You are now.
I
Absolutely.
saw this one quote that said something like, I hope that I have some of my soul left by the time I find my soulmate.
Right. Oh dear. Yeah,
Zing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Here's what I got left.
You can have this small little fraction of my
Yeah,
life.
that's awesome.
Cool. Okay, well, thank you so much, very much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, my duty, my service. And I'll send you the link to this video when it's ready.
Okay,
All
thank you
right.
so much.
Awesome. I will stop
Until
sharing.
next time.
Yes. We'll see you online and all of that.
Yeah.
In Lak'esh, Alakin. Namaste.
Namaste.